Alright, hello everybody. It's me, your boy, Cryptid. So, I've been a little MIA, had some life things happening, and have been enjoying this game. I love the new update, I love the new area, so let's start talking about it. The story I thought was amazing, so I was a little worried by the original story for the game about how it was really slow, didn't feel like it made a lot of sense until you got to the very end battle with Jiyan. And that whole thing where you're controlling where you go to a certain extent and the fights and everything, that was good. I was hoping they would keep on with that, have the good cinematics, good storytelling, have it
Keep your
flow
fangs
naturally,
sharp.
which they end up doing. I was really into the story. I didn't want to skip anything except for the little parts of, oh, I read this little note, what does it say? Didn't really care about that. But when people were talking and the cinematics were going off, it was just amazing. I loved it. I was very engrossed
It's
in the
time.
story, and it was very, very compelling. And that leads to the area in which we uncover. The very Now, spoilers in case you haven't completed the story and everything like that, but the time zone encased area that you eventually unlock and it becomes a normal area. Now, the whole area I love. I love the snow area. I love the giant dragon statue and just how the area looks. I like the verticality of it. I didn't feel like we had enough verticality in the original map for how much mobility that we had. And I'm glad they really spiced it up. They really leaned into the vertical mechanics, and they even gave us more vertical mechanics like the jump pads that are scattered around the area. I feel it's so much fun when you just get shot around and everything like that. Um, and I really feel like it may be a small area compared to the main area, which it is. The whole 1.1 Mount Firmament is essentially the same size as the Waning Axis Mire, but they crammed a lot more into it. Like, just these three circles have so many chests. Just going into random areas, you'll find it is chocked full of chests everywhere. There are a bunch of waypoints everywhere. I have one of the red beasts, the little elite beast marked right there that I need to do. They gave us a new world boss. They gave us the crownless tactical hologram, which I haven't gone to yet. Been so busy exploring and just enjoying the area. It is so nice. Um, so let's start talking about the enemies. So the enemies, there's a lot of old ones, a lot of new ones. I have actually thought that one of the more annoying enemies to deal with are actually the one cost enemies that you see, the
It's time.
Klangbangs, the little ice cube guys. Now, you don't think that they'd be that annoying, but they don't stagger, they don't stun, they just kind of jump on you and will freeze you if you're not careful. And there is an elite one if you haven't found it. It's just one that's, I think, level 100 or something like that. 100 and 120. That seems to be the two levels they have. But the level 100 one, it if you it'll just one shot you if you let it stomp too close to you. So I actually had to just sit there with
Good.
Yin
There's no
Lin
time to
and
waste.
just kind of melt it down from afar, because it's not like it's a hard enemy, but if you mess up with your melee character, they get stomped like a pancake easily. And it's in a tight little enclosed area, and I think it's really cool that they made Clangbang almost their little mascot for the DLC. They gave it a little tactical thing where you turn into Clangbang for certain puzzles, and then have them all over the place, and you see them a lot in the trailers and stuff, and then they even gave it an elite version, which all of it is amazing. Now, the more harder new enemies is the tiger thing. The light beast or whatever it's called. Let's see if we can go over here. But I also love the design of that enemy. I love how it looks, how it fights. It is an amazing enemy, and I hope it is a good echo to use so that we could spice it up a little bit. Since we didn't get too many... Oh, there the clang bangs. Those guys are menaces. But this is the elite one. He is just majestic as all hell. This enemy right here is honestly my favorite enemy of the new patch, just because of how cool it is and the attacks it uses and everything like that. I think it's just amazing. Now, there all are goofy new enemies over here, which are like little dodos. They roll at you and stuff. These guys right here. These guys are goofy. I love all the enemies. The enemies they added really add a lot to it. There are also these little crystal enemies that turn into swords and Beyblades and this, that, and the other. I think this, even though it was rushed, it was a great update. They added a lot of new content. They obviously had all this ready beforehand, and they just needed to wait for the appropriate time to release it, because I haven't felt any bugs. I haven't felt any anything acting all weird. Here are the jump in one of the jump pads. I haven't felt anything really go wrong with the game itself. It has all felt very natural. It has new puzzles. I think this game is going in a good direction, I feel like. And that's not even talking about the new character that came out, Jin Shi. Now, this character, if you haven't played the trial already, is a fantastic character, and I would love to get her if I wasn't free to play and trying to save all my currency for Chang-Li. If that wasn't the case, I would be spending like crazy on her. But I do not want to accidentally get her and mess up what chances I could have for Chang-Li, because I am hoping, just by going off of how the character looks when Scar, because they have to release Scar. It would be a disservice to the community if they did not release Scar. He looks like a fire type character, a fusion type. And Chang-Li buffs fusion types. I want to get her so I can possibly have a good sub DPS for Scar in the future, because I am super excited and I want to get that character. That with all the Dark Shore characters and all the honestly all the evil faction characters just look awesome. And on just the characters in general, if I'm to be real, they have great character design. And I just wanted to, you know, drop some quick thoughts and talk about the 1.1 update, about how I really think this game is just going to do well if this is the quality of updates that we get in the future, and this is a rushed one. Imagine the polish that they're going to put on 1.2 when it has a normal release schedule. Now, this will speed everything up innately because they put out this 1.1 a little bit early because of the competition with Hoyo. But I do not think that it'll be too much of an issue, because I'm sure they are already working on 1.2. They have plenty of time to do what they need to do. I don't know even where we'll remotely go for 1.2, but I'm super excited for the story to progress, to do all these little missions that we have to help us explore. I have so many side quests I need to do also. I just want to play this game as much as possible. Now, I want to thank you all for watching. Have a good one. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. See you in the next one. Peace.